Shalom, shalom, co-Israel. Welcome to Israelite Relit Believers of the Way online assembly. And right now we're in the process of setting up our campsite to observe the Feast of Tabernacles or the Feast of Sukkoth, also known as Ingathering as well too. So we're getting ready to set up our campsite and everything of that nature. Just want to show you guys how we do this. This is a feast that one of my favorite feasts, to say the least, is one of my favorite feasts. We get a chance to stay outside in the tents and everything of that nature, and just enjoy the nature. Of course, we enjoy the nature, you know, 365 days in a year. We enjoy nature because we live out in the countries, in the boondocks here in southeast Missouri. So we're going to be setting up our tent campsite here on our homestead, as you can see in the background here, on our homestead, and we observe it as a family here in Missouri. Myself, my father, mother-in-law, and one of my eldest brothers, Brother Randy, and then we have Elder Elia and Sister Joya, and my brother-in-law. We all come together. We live here on the homestead and everything, so we all come together on the tabernacle to observe it together, and we set up our tents all in one location here on the property. We set it up. So I just wanted to show you all how we observe it. It's very fun. We do very fun things. We all observe it for the total of 8 days. The men here, we make sure we take off of work for the whole 8 days, and we stay in tents for the whole 8 days. So my wife is going to be setting up a cooking station, showing you how we, make coffee and things of that nature in the mornings. And we all have fire pits, and we have one big fire ring that we all sit around at night and just enjoy each other's company and fellowship and things of that nature. And then we have Brother Marcus going to be coming in as well too, observing it with us as well. So I'm just looking forward to observing tabernacles. And we're going to show y'all how we get our tents set up, okay? But before we do that, I just want to read a passage of scripture from Leviticus Wayera chapter 23, starting at verse 33. Now this is concerning the Feast of Booths, or the Feast of Sukkoth, also known as Tabernacles, or the Feast of Ingathering. And the scripture says, "And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, In the 15th day of this 7th month ye shall have, or shall be, the Feast of Tabernacles for 7 days unto Yahweh. He says, On the first day shall be a holy convocation, Migla Kodesh, ye shall do no servile work." So right now it's October the 16th. At sundown, we'll start our first day observance of Tabernacle. So when the sun goes down, that will start our Shabbat, and that will lead into October the 17th, and then at sundown on October the 17th, which is tomorrow, October the 17th, we will that would be the observance of the first day or the first Shabbat of Tabernacles, okay? And that's why we're trying to hurry up and get everything set up before sundown, okay? All right. He says, 7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto Yah. On the 8th day shall be a holy convocation unto you, and ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto Yahweh. It is a solemn assembly, and ye shall do no servile work. So on the first day and on the 8th day of Tabernacles is also known as the last great day of the feast. That's what we call it in our Hebraic culture. It's the last great day of the feast. On the 8th day, you have a Shabbat, a Kodesh Migra, a holy convocation, and you do no servile work. That means you don't go out and work for hire. You don't do work for pay. Okay, this is the day that's supposed to be consecrated unto Yah. Now, between the first day and the last day of Tabernacles, those days in between there, you can work. You can do work. You can go out and work if you need to. But here on the homestead, the men, we purposely make sure that we take care of all of our affairs and everything so that we can spend the whole 8 days and just have like a mini vacation, if you will, okay? Also, I want to point out that it says that for the 7 days you shall make an offering of fire unto the Most High. Now, we know that we don't offer animal sacrifices and things of that nature. But we do know that the fire represents the Ruach HaKodesh, the Spirit of Yah, okay? As we saw in the book of Acts, when the Spirit came in, it sat upon the apostles like cloven tongues of fire. So the fire always represents the purity, the righteousness, the set apartness or holiness of the Most High. So we're going to observe this feast in holiness and in righteousness, in observance to the Most High Yah for the things that He has done for us through this agricultural growing season, because we grow our own food here. You know, we have gardens and things of that nature. So we're going to Todah Yah for the last in gathering, or the last gathering in of those crops that we have received throughout the course of these 7 months, okay, agricultural months. All right, he goes on to say, in verse 37 of Leviticus chapter 23, these are the feasts of Yah which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, to offer an offering made by fire unto Yah, burnt offering and meat offerings, sacrifice and drink offerings, everything upon this day. So we know that the fruit of our lips is a sacrifice well pleasing unto the Most High. So we offer unto the Most High praise, worship, thanksgiving for the things that He has done. We know that Yahshua is our ultimate sacrifice for sin, so we don't offer up goats, bullocks, and things of that nature. And as I'm speaking, we got 2 goats right here. They coming up here. Guess they wondering what I'm doing here. I'll put them in the camera here in a little while. But anyhow, the scripture goes on to say, in verse 38, besides the Sabbaths of Yahweh, and besides the gifts, and besides all your vows, besides all your freewill offerings which ye give unto Yahweh, also in the 15th day of the 7th month, when you gathered in the fruit of the land, ye shall keep a feast unto Yahweh 7 days. On the first day shall be a Shabbat, and on the 8th day shall be a Shabbat. So he's reiterating that on the 15th day of the 7th month, on the first day of that feast, and on the last day of that feast, you're going to have a Shabbat. Now, he referenced it as in gathering. So Tabernacles and in gathering is the same feast. It happens on the same exact day. It starts on the 15th day of the 7th month on the Hebrew calendar, okay, which would be October the 16th at sundown today, on this month here, in Gregorian month of October. All right. He says in verse 40, ye shall take you on the first day brooches of goodly trees, branches of palm trees, brooches of thick trees, willows, and of the brook, and ye shall rejoice before Yah, your Elohim 7 days. So we rejoice before Yah, we sing praise to the Most High, and we fellowship and gather together to honor and worship Yah. He says, and ye shall keep it a feast unto Yahweh 7 days in the year. It shall be a statute forever in your generations, and you shall celebrate it in the 7th month. Ye shall dwell in booths. Now look at this. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 42, in reference to tabernacles, it specifically says that ye shall dwell in booths 7 days. All that are Israelite born shall dwell in booths. So I encourage you, if you profess and proclaim to be a Hebrew Israelite, if you confess to be a native Hebrew Israelite, then you should be dwelling in tents or in some type of temporary dwelling place other than your house or your home, okay? If you're in the city, if you got a little plot of land or a little plot of backyard, go set your tent up in the backyard and stay in that tent for 7 days, because the scripture clearly tells us that he said, ye shall dwell in booths 7 days. All that are Israelite born shall dwell in booths. So that's very important. So I tell people, if you claim to be an Israelite, then you should be observing this day, and you should be staying in booths. Get out of the comfort of your home, okay? This is showing us the transitioning from the children of Israel from the wilderness into the promised land, okay? All these feasts have prophetic symbolisms, and I'm not going to get into that right now because we'll be out here for a long time. I just want to just give some summary on it, on the feast and everything. But that's a whole teaching within itself. All right? He says in verse 43, that your generations may know. He said, the reason why I want all Israelites who are native Israelites to stay in tents for 7 days. He said, the reason why I want you to do that in verse 43, he says, that your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths when I brought them out of the land of Egypt. I am Yahweh your Allah or your Elohim. Okay? So this is very important because this is teaching our children and reminding them of our native history, how Yah delivered us out of Mizraim and how he made us stay in booths until he brought us into the promised land whereby we could build our own permanent dwelling places and live in the land that he had promised us for an inheritance. And as we're in captivity under Gentile rule, when we keep the Feast of Tabernacles and we stay in booths, it reminds us of what Yah is going to do for us in these last and evil days as he regathers the nation of Israel and as he reestablishes us in our land as the people that will rule and reign with Messiah when Messiah comes, okay? So all of these feasts have great significance and importance, okay? Now, he says here in verse 44, which is the last verse here in the chapter of Leviticus chapter 23. He says, and Moshe declared unto the children of Israel the feast of Yahweh. So he declared unto the children of Israel the feast of Yahweh. Every man of Yah, every woman of Yah should proclaim to the children of Israel the feast of Yahweh. Why? Because it puts us in remembrance of what Yah has done for us, for our ancestors in the times of antiquity, and it also reminds us of what Yah is going to do for us as present Israelites, modern day Israelites, as he re-established us as the nation of people upon the face of the earth that will rule and reign with Messiah. All right, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into setting up the tent. I'm going to show y'all our campsite right quick where we're going to set it up at.
Israelites Relit Ministry.
All right, everybody, we have our stuff here that we're going to be using. This is our tent. Now, this right here is a shower tent, a tent that we can shower in. It's specifically made for to take showers in, all right? And we'll show y'all our shower setup once we get that set up. Now, we have plastic. Plastic is very important for tents. I know that tents come with vapor barrier already on it, but sometimes it's not adequate enough depending on where you're at. Here in Missouri, we have a lot of humidity and stuff like that. So a lot of, dew comes up from the ground and dew comes from the sky. Also, when it rains as well too, it helps keep the humidity or the moisture from saturating the inside of the tent. And also it helps keep the heat inside of the tent at night when it gets cold. Because here in Missouri at night, it drops down to like, 30, 35 degrees. Right there, about 35 degrees at night. Yeah, see, last night, Zakane Zebediah said last night it got to 32 degrees. So at night it gets really chilly here. So we put these on the top of the tent and underneath the bottom of the tent to be a vapor barrier, all right? So that's the first thing that we're going to do is lay the plastic out, and then we'll start setting the tent up on top of the plastic, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get into that. Looking at it right here, trying to see. I think your mama wants it right here, the tent. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna leave it like this. We're gonna go ahead and set the tent up, and then you know how we do. We can set the tent on top of here and move it around, however we want to do it. But I'm thinking probably like right center here. If we do that, then we're gonna move this all the way down to one side, okay? That way we can cut the access off and use it for something else. But I'm thinking that the tent should be right here, but we have to see how big the tent is. All right, so everyone, last year, for the last 2 years, we had a big, huge tent. That tent was probably about how big was that tent? 20. It was like 20 feet long, and about 16 feet wide. And that thing was huge. It was like a house inside there. How my wife had it set up. But we decided to go with a smaller tent this year. So we're gonna go ahead and lay out the tent, get the tent set up, and then we're gonna see how we're going to position the tent here on the plastic. And then once we get the tent positioned on the plastic, we'll go ahead and stake it down and everything on top of the plastic, and then we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and open this up right quick. Yeah, that bigger tent that we had last year got messed up because we had a really bad windstorm, and it came in and ripped the tent really bad. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. I'm the type of person, y'all, I don't like reading no instructions, but it's best to read the instructions. If you want to know how to do something the right way, read the instructions on how to do it. But I've been putting up tents basically all my life because I've been observing tabernacle and the feast days ever since I was a child. So we've been setting up tents for a long time. Yeah, this is pretty much basic tent. So we're gonna get everything laid out so that way we'll know exactly how this goes here. Let's see here. These are the tie downs here. This is the cover. Top of the cover there. If I try, come grab this thing here. Fold that out that way. Okay, now this is the bottom of the tent. So we have to flip this up. This needs to be on the bottom. Okay. So we're gonna pull it over like this. That's a good idea. There we go. Oh, it's pretty big. It's pretty big. So the way I'm seeing this, son, is that this is one of those tents that go, the sides go over like this. So we have to turn this around that way. Okay. That's the wrong way. So we have to take both ends right here, grab both corners, and then turn. Come on, son, get off the plastic. You're missing the plastic. Okay. Say that.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. 2, 3, 4.
With you.
'All right, everyone. We pretty much got it staked out. I'm gonna have to get some bigger stakes for this though. I don't like those little flimsy stakes that it come with. So we're gonna get some bigger stakes to put in all four of the corners and stuff. But this is basically our layout right here with our tent and everything. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the other piece of plastic. We're gonna go over the top of it, and then we'll put the tent canopy on top of that. All right, let's go ahead and get it started.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
With you.
Okay, all right, everybody. So what we got right here is we got excess plastic right here. So I'm just gonna cut this excess off. We can probably use it for something else. And then right in here, we're gonna cut this excess off here. So we'll have access to the front of the inches of the tent. But this is really good to keep that moisture, to be an extra moisture barrier for those nights when the dew is falling and everything, and you won't have all that condensation inside your tent. All right. So this is just some tips that we do every year. We've learned this throughout the years of putting these tents up and everything of that nature. You know, it's kind of easy to set up the tents, especially when you've been doing it for a while. So yeah. But this is our favorite feast, right, Kaya? Right, this is our favorite feast. And because we get to sleep outside, cook outside, just enjoy, you know, just being out the house. And all right, everybody, we're getting ready to set up this gazebo. We're going to set this gazebo up. It's a little canopy my wife puts in front of here so she can set up her little kitchen thing. And, so we can sit out underneath it, eat underneath it, cook underneath it and everything. So we're going to go ahead and set this up here. All right, son, take these corners and pull them out.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
All right, everyone, this is our canopy, and we still got to figure out how to get the top and everything on there. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right quick. Just want to show you guys, and everything. So we'll show y'all the end results once we get it all up and everything like that. But this is the canopy. We just got to extend the legs in the back. But we're gonna go ahead and figure out how to get this top on here, right here in the center, right quick. Hey, shalom, shalom, everybody. The sun is getting ready to go down, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see in the background, but that's our little canopy right there. And we have the tent right there in front of our canopy. Now, we don't really have it set up. We're still trying to get everything set up. We don't have the cooking station stuff set up in the inside yet. But we still working on trying to get everything set up. We got a late start today, as you can see. But let me go around this end here. This is our little tent right here. That's the tent right there and everything. We still gotta get the inside set up. I think my wife already blew up the mattress and everything, but okay, this is our little setup for now. I'll take some more pictures as we get it all completed and everything. And like I said, the scripture says that all Israelites should do what, y'all, on the day of tabernacle? All Israelites supposed to do what? Dwell in tents. So that's why we do. And the reason why we dwell in tents, the scripture says, so our generations may know. Come here, babies. Come here. So my babies will know. Look at this one here. She done already got in the dirt. Look at her. She's a little dirt dog. So our generations will know. Generations will know. Come on. Generations should know. Come on, Azrael. You a generation, man. All in yourself. Generations will know that the Most High had our ancestors dwell in tents when he brought them out of the land of Egypt. All right. All right, baby. All right, y'all. So next time we say Shalom, Code Israel. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, I do a scripture study every Shabbat. If you want to be a part of that, email me at relit.mo@gmail.com, relit.mo@gmail.com to join our Bible study Zoom meet every Shabbat. All right, till next time, we say Kol Israel, Shalom to all Israel. Shabbat Shalom.